So let's look at a practical example of this. If your institution requires of you just a single page, which can be on paper or online with a brief motivation, it will simply be a prescribed form that you complete with 1 or 2 paragraphs of motivation. But if your institution require a document submission, it's going to be much more comprehensive, and it will typically be between 2 and 10 pages. And it will really require of you to investigate your topic much further than you initially anticipated. But this is not going to be wasted, because these are also the headings that you're going to find when you do your research proposal as the next step. So let's just look at an example of the typical headings that you will have to include in your topic submission. Now, all of these headings are discussed in Module B, Lesson B1, which is writing your research proposal. So your topic submission will just be a very short version of that. So it's just a less elaborate version, but you will find exactly the same principles in Lesson B1. So it will start with an index of the pages. So you have to break down the headings and put in a formal index with page numbers. The proposed dissertation title that you have, that is the single line sentence, and you're just going to put it like that. Then a paragraph or 2 about the background to the problem. That's why you're going to do this study, what is the issue there. And then you're going to put forward a formal problem statement. This is almost a 1 sentence or maybe a 1 paragraph stating what is the problem, which will then lead you to what is the objective or the aim of your study. Then you're going to move forward, and your aim of your study will lead you to your research objectives, and that will be followed by your research questions or hypothesis. And here I just want to highlight for you that at this stage you probably don't know exactly what that's going to be, but the university will need a provisional indication of your research objectives and your research questions. Then you'd have a paragraph or 2 discussion about the significance of your study. So they want to know what impact you're going to have on the body of knowledge or even on the industry. And then some institutions require of you to provide an indication of what the research method approach will be. For instance, who's your target population going to be? Where will you get your data? Is it going to be a quantitative or a qualitative or a mixed study? And you will have to answer some of those questions. And of course, you'll find this information in Lesson B1 as well. And then point number 10, you're going to also have to tell the academic panel what the applicability of your study is going to be to your course or to the industry. So this almost relates back to that significance of the study, but they want to ensure that you're going to make a contribution to your industry, and that your topic title will actually fit in with your course, perhaps with your department or something like that. And then lastly, they want the envisaged timelines. Now, this is not a thumbs up, but this is something that you have to consider. When are you going to do your research proposal? By what time will you have your different chapters completed? And overall, when do you expect your study to be completed altogether? But I just want to highlight for you that this is just an example. You're going to find many times that it will vary with your field of study. Different faculties in university have their own guidelines, and even institutions have on top of that their own guidelines. So it's important that you get your study guidelines for topic submission by your institution.